Good morning. Just give me a second. I just want to give peanut butter some nuts. Grasshopper in there too. Off my head, please. Off my head. Seriously. Okay. So some crickets, some grasshoppers, some pine nuts, and sunflower seeds. What do you think? Do you think you're gonna like that combo? I think you might. Let's take this out. Let's change this. Hold on, Bubba. This is when I just dropped. Alright. I'm gonna have to get you a bigger box. I'm gonna have to give you a bigger box. Peanut butter? Where'd you go? Butter? Come on, guys. There you are. Go eat your snack. Go eat your snack, baby. Oh. Go eat your nose. Okay. Bubba, come here. Come see Mama. Come. Come see Mama. Okay. Well, you eat when you want to eat, I guess. Good morning, everybody. Let me grab the ducks that I want. So I'll do 2 reads. Off my head. Off my head, Bubba. Okay. Maybe they're over here. They're not. I want my full moon deck and my new moon deck. It's the only 2 decks she created. Did you just spit out the cricket? And it told me, like, I want those 2 together. So I'm sure she did it. It's just a matter of Really, Max? Really? All right. Take my phone out. Controller. Now, where? Okay. I can't just have you pack that out. You drive me bananas. Yes, you will. Oh man, that's holding the camera. Oh, I can adjust it in a minute. Maybe not. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna sneeze. Put some lotion on. Where? Broke out in a while. My mind's been going crazy with what does that mean? What does what mean? I had a huge hawk fly and land at my feet yesterday and snatch up a snake. Walking a dog. Whoa. Yeah, we were talking about the snake the other day, and the Beaver moon is also related to let me just learn how to say this one more time because I always throw it off.
Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus. I don't use that word a lot, Ophiuchus. So it's the 13th zodiac sign that will shift into around November 30th through December 17th. It's a very rare zodiac sign. A lot of, old cultures did the 13 zodiacs. They did just add Ophiuchus and another one in astrology. I don't know if they're going to shift it for 2025, and I remember speaking upon that. When the snake came out the other day, I didn't look at the snake, the cobra, as like a bad snake, right? But the Ophiuchus is known, it's the largest constellation, and its meaning is serpent beaver, and it's a mix between Scorpio and Sag. And right now, the full moon on the 15th, and I'm feeling this energy. I should have, let me edit it because I know the dates. Okay. How on earth is that moving? You didn't even go in that direction. It's my wind chime. I forget where I got that one. I don't know if I got that one in the Dominican or not. Or at the beach. Because I know I grabbed one from the Dominican. Alright. So the 12th through the 13th. The 12th between 13 right now. The 19th, which is this particular full moon. So, and then I think you're going to start feeling everybody. You don't have to just be a Sag or a Scorp to feel that shift of energy of Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. That's how I'm saying it. But that's the main energy that came to me, because this is the Beaver moon, but they're not related like that, but they are. So people who don't believe in like the 13th zodiac, they just keep going. But we are going to feel this particular zodiac, and I think we're going to use the new moon deck for Ophiuchus. Why do I feel like chicken tonight? Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. Ophiuchus. In the full moon deck for Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. But and December has two new moons, which is December 1st, and which is Sag, and then December 30th into Capricorn. So again, it wants me to talk about Ophiuchus, so I don't know if I want to do that first. I think we're going to do Ophiuchus first, because some of you might already be feeling this energy, and that's like doubling up on our energies without people realizing it, because some don't believe in the 13th zodiac. So Let's do the Ophiuchus first. Because I think you're going to be feeling this energy. And full moon going into Taurus, and on top of that, it's a supermoon. Full moon, supermoon. So you're also going to be working Taurus energy, Scorpio energy, Sag energy, your own energy, things that are retro right now. So something completely come out of the blue from this. It's also the largest constellation. Fear of snakes, and it means fear of snakes too, which comes from Native American and European cultures, also known as like sky gods, medicine, doctors. You guys can be impulsive because you remember you're working with 3 zodiacs. Spirited, impulsive, clever, magnetic. Some people get jealous within this energy. They get power hungry, very temperamental, very temperamental. We were talking about medicine, doctors, and that type of stuff with the whole witch thing. I want to say Zeus. Was it Zeus or Hercules that killed Ophiuchus? I think it was Zeus. So, and again, fear of snakes. It's a man holding a staff with a snake on it that's all twined around the staff. But it represented fear of snakes. So again, Ophiuchus, one of the largest constellations, is the serpent Beaver. So, and especially with the full moon in Taurus, you're more like heightened emotions, dramatic events. You really don't want to be on the low side of the full moon in Taurus. You want to kind of take advantage of that because you don't want to like just roller coaster your life, guys. And it can happen that quickly. Where is my other ring? I guess I'm just going to go with these again. So, I'm getting called to that blue. I'm so excited I get to bust out my calendar. I've been looking forward to January ever since I got my calendar. Like, let's fucking do this. December 1st is pulling me back to the new moons in December. Let's just see what I keep hearing Ophelia. It's because of Ophiuchus. have a feeling this feeling has already been out. Just kind of surfing around because we have the Beaver moon. And the Beaver moon is good intentions. Entering winter, harvest, getting their winter coat, building their dams stronger, tighter, finishing the loose ends. So, again, this is pulling me to December. And it is, which would make sense, guys, because it's November 30th through December 17th. So I'd say probably you gotta be feeling this already. Seven of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You might step outside the family and doing something that benefits you. You could be imagining, oh yeah, look at that, 9 of Pentacles, like coming out of the well. So your confidence building back up, spending time with family. It is the holidays. Keep hearing December 1st. So there must be something big about December 1st or 2nd, right around that time period in December, the 3rd, the 4th. We're still working with Jupiter and Gemini, I believe, until February 14th. I did look up the zodiacs. I forgot to print them off, though. I did write them down. Maybe I'll do my planet bracelet. Okay, here we go with the jewelry again. So it could just be extra protection. And then I haven't worn my hematite in a while. I could have sworn I just saw it. Oh, there it is. That might be a message for you guys. Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow. This is also going to be weekend energy because the full moon is Friday. Guess we'll just leave that out. There's got to be something huge this week. December 1st. So 10 of Pentacles. I don't want to take those because it was weird. But that's 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. Ophiuchus energy, please. Ophiuchus energy. And I'm getting the 17th. Could be an important date for you guys. December 17th. Got the King of Cups. Page of Swords. Somebody could be watching you here. Might be separated energy there. I just thought of my mother-in-law. I don't know what that's about. It has to do with family. So there could be like some type of separation or get together. Actually, I did dream of her the other night. I guess that 7 of Wands did want to come out. But you have 2 7s, 77. There's definitely like a spiritual path here. There's so much disconnect with disconnect or not knowing what's going on. Peanut butter. I can feel it. Because the Ophiuchus is like, can be clever, flamboyant, impulsive, spirited, magnetic. But I'm not getting any of those vibes. It could be something temperamental. I do feel like there is a block here, like that 7 of Wands is actually a block more than a challenge. I'm hearing it's the other way around. It's more of a challenge versus a block. So you could come across something within this time frame. Again, there's definitely something with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and the 17th of December. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles, please. With this current energy, tell me about the 10 of Pentacles, please. The Death card. Strength at the bottom of the deck. Out of my ears. She has a seal. So something could literally happen with the ocean. I am getting pulled to who did Trump just bring in? I'm hearing something Bailey. He just brought in Jeff something, right? For he just declared it Secretary of Defense. Which is amazing because they're gonna work side by side with him, like the secretary, like my video I did yesterday that I said I'd come back and do, and I was just way too fucking exhausted. Can't wait to get out of this energy. But I know it needs to be continued, so I'll probably take it to the other channel when it feels right, because that was like the other countries. So I do think that has something to do with what I was channeling, and it did happen that day on the 12th of 2024. So he is probably going to be the one to poke around a lot more than people know. So I think that's awesome. And I'm getting like proving myself, but I don't prove myself. So maybe somebody doesn't approve, or there's not enough confidence here. You know, I struggle with relaying messages, prophet energy. It's just hard for me because it's just like people are going to count on me. And some of these take a couple years to come through, and then others are like instant. Like the Donkey Beach was within days. There was donkeys literally being saved from, I think it was a flood. And yesterday's came in last night. So again, like the Death card, anything that just doesn't suit your life. This is like having to work with the Scorpio energy. It is, you know, Scorpio, but with the Ophiuchus, you are working with Scorp and Sag energy and Taurus on top of it. So there's less people at, you know, a family gathering, dinner, a get together. Maybe you decide that you don't want to go. I just heard Hugo. It could be a little death, or if there's a baby born, I'm getting like it's a reincarnated baby. Like maybe somebody's, you know, mother-in-law, or maybe somebody within the family. Like I know she's my ex-mother-in-law, guys, but I love her, so I'm not going to call her an ex-mother-in-law as if she was a bitch. She had her moments, right? But she still comes to like family gatherings, certain stuff. I know there's some stuff going on with her that we've been kept out of the loop with. So I'll figure it out. But this would be like an oil spillage. And like the mermaids are helping, bringing things up to sea level. That almost reminds me of like the Little Mermaid too, how she's underneath and she finds the sword. Like, oh, because somebody's watching you. Could be his daughter. Could be watching his daughter struggle. He could just feel very, not ego, but feel very entangled in this energy. He is looking at you as if you're young, though. Or it's the Sword of Power or something. I'm getting pulled to Harry Potter. I don't know if there's a Sword of Power. I just saw an owl. I think he had an owl, right? I don't know what the sword thing is. And my owls are back there. I've been meaning to get them back out on the table. I was just going to grab them, but I can't get them easily. They're tangled. So it's almost like birds, dolphins, things get entangled in nets. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Fire. So I think you're excited where something's going to take you. Baby could be born out of the blue. I know it's the Seven of Pentacles, but she looks like she's due. I think she's a mermaid. I think that's a fishtail. Oh, I think she's a mermaid too. Real life mermaids do not look like the fairy tale mermaids, guys. They're kind of creepy looking. But they gotta be strong as fuck. I mean, they're tiny, but So this is like helping. You have somebody helping. Because typically the mermaids comfort you like while you're drowning, or it's too late, you're crossing over. It's too late to bring you to the surface. Stuff like that. My mom's like, I love your mermaid on the shirt the other day. I was like, oh, thanks. I forgot I had a mermaid on the sleeve. Do you believe in mermaids? I absolutely do. I don't know somewhere. Do you believe in magic? You're really in tune with the water right now. A lot of emotion. A lot of excitement. I think you're just investing elsewhere. I think you have energy definitely judging you or looking at you oddly for something. It could just be like a shock. I mean, you could literally be scuba diving or having some type of dream, and then all of a sudden you have these energies out of fucking nowhere, and you're like, what? But maybe it's something shocking and fun and exciting, and it's something you're gonna start. I don't know why. Seven of Pentacles with the Death card. And again, that's like starting over, but having to like turn your back. But not really. But yeah, for some reason. There's hysteria. Remember, you're also working with Venus as well. This is the new moon in Taurus. It's ruled by Venus. Money, inheritance, wealth, stability, income, possessions. I'm not really seeing it here, but I'm seeing it here with a family situation. And I was pulled to my mother-in-law around here. So maybe something inspires you. Like, this is great that you have the Ace of Wands with two of them in December. I do think there is something with the 17th for sure. $25, another 7, so that's actually 777 on the board. This is definitely stepping into a new spiritual situation. Someone could be hesitating. Somebody here really admires you guys, but I don't know if they're like, oh, it's too late, or too much going on. This goes back to some type of like past life thing. I can feel it with the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. You got the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is about this is more of a Taurus vibe. This could be something impulsive. You can move, you can turn your back, you could just, all of a sudden you find out someone's pregnant, or, you go into labor on the holidays. It's like Scorpio energy too. We are still in Scorpio energies. Right? Can't even think. So there's like a big, I don't know, maybe a cloud around him. Somebody is really like challenged here on how to go about something. I think it's more projected energy than anything. They could have had it, didn't do it. What's going on with this King of Cups? You could be dreaming of past people. I did actually in my dream last night. This is the second time I moved in with him all over again. I didn't see, like, I think one of them had children, one of them did not. So this could be an ex that's heavily thinking about you. Again, it could be like the consequences of choices they made. How something ended. You know. This is an ex, you know, you might share a kid's father with somebody else. Could be a father of other children here. Like starting a new family, thought they were making the right choices. Somebody could be hiding a pregnancy here. And I got the Ace of Swords, and he's looking at the Ace of Swords. So they could be watching you. Could be watching your social media. They just have some way of watching you. It's almost like somebody wants a truce. But I'm getting a different vibe. Like this is a new man in your life. So pay attention if you're having dreams like that. Some dreams are like good, new people, other people. But the dreams that I've been having, it's like, why him and why am I moving in with him again? And at one point, I remember being exhausted. I was taking things out of boxes. I think he was on the couch and I was like on a futon. I was laying on something on the floor. And remember sitting there and being like, why did I just do this again? So somebody could be like pulling in your energy. Or this energy is, you know, keeping you apart. This isn't talking about like getting back together. I know I'll never get back together with him. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get cordial. I have no idea. Least thing from my mind. But there is something here with a father and a child. They're not talking. Maybe they haven't talked in 14 days with the 7-7. Haven't talked in a couple weeks. I feel like something with an apology, but too much pride. I'm hearing this is like family history. So this looks like more chaotic. Because when I remember having those dreams the last few days, I just wake up and dismiss it. It's not a big deal. I don't sit there and ponder why. So, but maybe somebody here, if this is happening, I wouldn't ponder. Like, I don't even know if this person will ever come towards you and say, I'm sorry, to be quite honest with you. And then you have somebody else. To me, that's like a new man. It's like two men. And I don't think you're comparing them. But this person could be thinking about their family, how their life went. Only if I, meshed the families, or only if I did a better job. But again, this seems like a new guy, or newer. Could be somebody just protecting you. But it feels more of like this energy is going through challenges. But we all do. So somebody could be running from the darker side here. But I did see that Eight of Pentacles, which draws me inwards, especially with the Ace of Wands. And that's beautiful. Because Ophiuchus is about releasing old patterns, habits, putting new intentions out there, looking at your growth. This Page of Swords, you have the Devil. Bottom of the deck, the World. It's like somebody feels fucking trapped here, but like then it feels like freedom. For some people, this is definitely fear of approaching a certain situation, because it's like maybe they think you would just maybe reject them, or this could be you and you're challenged by what needs to be wrapped up and what belongs in your life. And that would be the Taurus. That would be like the weakness of Taurus, really stubborn. You should be seeking more comfort and peace, and but this would be like interrupted sleep, being stubborn. But again, with Taurus, it's guiding us to go deeper into ourselves. Maybe you're afraid to go deeper because you are working with Sag and Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with somebody who's a fixed sign. But that Devil is like being all dried up. That's a mermaid. It needs to be in water. It's in a cage. To me, that's, could be a lot of temptation here. But it's a challenge. But it's ironic because it's like somebody sees it and then it's just nothing. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Yeah, see, it's like kind of being left with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Is not knowing how to confront this challenge, but you got Justice at the bottom of the deck. So some of you, it's just karmic in the sense of consequences, and this could simply be like, I just fucked it up and now this person's no longer in my life. And it could be many exes with dealing with Mercury right now as well. But this does feel like, again, some of Mercury, Gemini, Mercury, Maybe you're dealing with the Gemini. Mercury, I just heard Virgo. Again, Mercury, Venus in the 13th zodiac, Ophiuchus. Because I don't feel like this almost feels like challenge over. Like, I don't want to be challenged. I don't need to be challenged. You can't challenge me. Because this looks like you're not even going to put effort into something here. But then on the good side, somebody does want to put effort here, but they feel like they already fucked up. They already lied about something. Maybe this person feels like they really betrayed you by something, they said that wasn't true, and it's just kind of eating at them. Because I think this energy wants to come towards you. But fearful. And this is a lot of energy right now, dealing with Taurus, Sag, Scorpio, Mercury. But I love the Ace of Wands here because it's like, it's beautiful, worth investing in, and then bam, what did I do? Maybe they chose work over you, family over you. Like there is something with family, past family. Could be differences here in regards to something. But again, there's definitely some not going back. And I'm also dealing with Neptune. And Neptune does like to come out and play with you in your dreams. So this is like a heavy transit, but it feels light. But it's going to be heavy for those who don't either accept it or go after it. It's not something that you can really bypass. Well, it is if it's somebody from your past and you can't be bothered. Because I definitely don't struggle with my ex-husband. I just don't. Not in the sense of, why are we not together? Why did you not choose me? Or blah, 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 blah. Like it was a mutual walk away. So it's not like, no, over the years have been crazy, but it is strange that it's coming into my dreams. But again, in my dreams, I'm literally saying the same thing. Like, why am I doing this again? And it could be because of a conversation I had with Mia in the car. I forget what she was talking about. Oh, it started with like a ghetto conversation or something. My sister made a comment about, you took my car, I went and grabbed a kid at school, and you left it in a ghetto lean. I'm like, first of all, that's not even ghetto. I just don't sit up straight in my car, and I did find it offensive. And I was like, well, I can show you a ghetto lean. And it's why the ghetto part? And then I was explaining to Mia, like, one of where I really felt safe was actually in kind of like a rough neighborhood. It's the only place we could find a place in Haverhill. But I felt safe enough, and then everyone's like parents, people conditioned, oh, it's like living in the ghetto. But I never felt safer because everybody knew everybody's fucking business. And if there was people on that street walking around that shouldn't be there, everybody knew people's business. Like, I actually felt fucking safe living on that street because it's almost like you had people constantly watching the streets, walking up and down, this and that. And that's when I actually found out he cheated for the first time, because one of the girls in the neighborhood told me, your husband was in the car with a redhead. I was like, oh yeah, and I knew exactly who it was. And then when it all came out, I smashed all the light bulbs and the dishes and left. And I didn't say all to Mia, but I did explain how some things went down. But what I left out was a letter. I actually wrote him a letter. Very fucking personal. With so much depth. I don't think I've ever wrote him a letter. And he let her read it. Because she hit me up with something about the letter. And I've never felt so down and betrayed and disgusted that he didn't value me enough. And he let somebody else read that letter. So again, it's kind of working on Mercury here too. But again, I think that was like the first straw to me. Like, we kept trying to make things work. I think I ended up pregnant. So we tried to work on things again. But after that, I think him sharing that letter with her was more hurtful than him cheating. Like, that's what affected me the most, because there was so much depth. So maybe there is something about the ex-husband like I'm missing, but like don't want to think about, but it's more like past pain. It's that depth of Scorpio season 2 and dealing with depth. I don't think I'm still holding on to anger, but that is definitely, that hurt me more than cheating. I don't know why. It just did. So I think you're definitely going to be releasing some shit, and Spirit's probably trying to tell me to release some shit. But it's stuff like I don't think about anymore. But when Mia did mention all of that when I was talking about the neighborhood, I did get pulled to that letter, but I didn't mention it. So maybe I just got to release. I don't feel pain or hatred towards him, though. Like, it just, our situation, it is what it is. It's not something I want to focus on. So maybe I just have to, like, speak to the guides and tell them if I'm holding on to any pain. And, well, clearly I am with the letter. But it's not really him. It's more about the choices I made afterwards and what I try to hold on to for the sake of the family. So this is a family situation, and it does go back. It does go back to people in your life, situations, and this could be you got pregnant, lost a child. I mean, there is some fucking depth in this reading for Ophiuchus, 13th zodiac. And this is about new moons and starting over too, resting, stepping into something. And you are working with Taurus and Venus. So, but again, I feel like someone really did have a chance to invest. It's probably like after the whole husband thing, and they just didn't take a chance. And then I feel like you have a newbie that is just fucking intrigued, but challenged. Well, this could have to do with your child. But again, like, I can honestly tell you, I could never forgive him for doing that. And that's probably what I have to do. And I didn't even realize that until I just brought up that conversation with you and Mia in the car the other day. So this could really be about releasing any type of hurt. because you're both working with heightened emotions right now, with the full moon, and it being a super moon, the Beaver moon, the transition between autumn and fall, which is definitely happening sooner than later. I heard it can snow soon. So this is one of those things where we have to go inwards within ourselves. The physical world we live in, and stabilize the situation here. I just don't get it when it comes to the X. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys were in the same situation as I was. But like, if you're anything like me, you're like, why, like, does it make sense for that to be in this reading? Because I feel like, you've already let this go, like you're not holding on to it, but something may occur, like clearly, like the whole letter thing that just occurred for me. So it's not really about him. It's me. It's my emotions. It's the depth within me. So we have to work on that, because it's not about him, is what I'm being told. It's the one thing that like hurt you, or like multiple things that hurt you. And I'll never forget the last word when we got into a little fight and you walked out the door for forever. You basically told me you would never find anybody that's going to want you and 4 kids. And I was like, I laughed at it. It didn't like really hurt me. It was more laughable. But it's like, we just had a family. We have 4 children. This was amicable until you met somebody, and now, you want to get nasty. So you could have somebody here that likes to emotionally manipulate or, put you down. Your ex said the same thing. Isn't it so crazy, Shannon? Because it's like, Tammy's like, my ex said the same thing. It must, like, it's so fucking crazy to me. Like, how do you say something to like that? It's the mother of your children. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But anywho, it's not about him. It's about me and how, and I don't have to go deep on the whole last thing he said to me, because that shit don't faze me. I actually laughed at that, because I'm like, you're crazy. And I had already known I was going to have another family. I could always see it, and just never said anything and went with the flow and thinking maybe it was a past life. No need to mention it. But every time I heard that song, who the fuck sang it? Let it be, let it go. Why don't you be you be me? No, it's like the one where it's like something about taking off the wedding ring. Oh, who sings that? Who sings taking off the wedding ring? Nope, none of them. I know who the fuck sings that? I really like them too. It's like, why don't you do you and I'll do me? Why don't you do you and I'll do me? Let it go. Thank you, James Bay. James Bay song, something about taking off the wedding ring. Is it Let It Go? But that's like, why don't you do you, you do me. It's not the song I'm thinking of. It's definitely James Bay. Anybody know what one I'm talking about by James Bay? Is it Let It Go when he says something about taking off his wedding ring? Yes, no? I think it is. It's another one by Every Song by James Bay. I don't know, but basically within the song it talks about, you're taking off your wedding ring. It's almost like, I don't think it's about having an affair. It might be, because it was so fucked up. The lyrics were fucked up. But I remember smiling in that song and like knowing I was going to be with somebody else, which is so crazy because I was in a happy time with him. So like when he said that to me, it didn't even faze me because I already knew, my intuition already told me I was going to have a family, a meshed family. Because it's like, you shouldn't be smiling at that song. And I was like, yep. And the lyrics are so fucked up because it is like cheating, or it is like knowing you have a future with somebody else. So again, it could have been Let It Go, but I don't think it is. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. So let's see what we should look out for. So I don't feel like any of this is like negative. It's definitely just releasing, but you're working with so much energy. So there could be a death here, like an actual physical death. And the Strength was at the bottom of the deck when death came out. And there's those nets. So you got to be strong. Could be somebody within the family, and then the Star, and then the World. There could actually be a physical death here. I figured it's like I would need a little more cards, but something's telling me there's an actual death. I can feel it. It could break a karmic cycle for some. But I mean, anytime usually anybody dies, you're going to take your cricket and need it over here. Usually anytime somebody dies, you know it, they know it. No, I mean, it could be, the death of somebody in the family that already passed and they're coming to visit you. Again, be smart about your investments here. Somebody could be guiding you. Could be your grandfather, and it's like, oh, I remember when my granddaughter was so little. But this King of Cups seriously feels like maybe it's saying you're gonna marry somebody you meet soon. Because I feel like it's almost giving permission. So I don't know if this death, for some of you, it's already happened. And for others, it's something that might be incoming. And it could just be conversation, talk. I mean, there is some depth here. So please write down, because I got to remind myself, write down about the note, the letter. and release it, and maybe write a new letter and pour your heart out and release the new letter into the world. Burn it, put it out there. Yeah. I don't know, Aim. Like, you never know, you know? I've always said the same thing, but there's just something in my heart, there's just something in my soul that tells me I will marry twice. But I could be wrong. Could be a past life thing as well, you know? But even through that song, you know, I will end up with a ring on my finger again. But I remember making jokes, you know, like, somebody says they'll never get married. I remember saying, like, all right, well, if we end up together, I better get the ring. I don't care about the marriage. We were laughing because he was like, oh, it's all about the ring. But for me, when a ring's on that finger, I mean, it's loyalty, it's strength, it's commitment, it's, you know, the way it should be. And then others, again, are definitely going through the consequences of karma. So within this energy, still getting December, but the end of November, I would say maybe around the 25th, some of you could start feeling this. Into December. This actually goes to December 17th. So on the last day, this might get resolved or actually wrap up. But you'd think it'd be more around like the 22nd, 23rd, 24th because it lingers. But again, like you'd think the peak would be like in between the 30th and the 17th. So like around the 8th, there'd be something big, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 17th. Let's see currently how we can work with this energy. What's the Ten of Pentacles? How can we work with this energy? What should we concentrate on? What is our focus? Distance, divorce, ghosted, separated. So again, this could be, you know, a situation that backed off, drowning over your head, overextended, rock bottom. But I was more looking for guidance. This is more like what's actually happening. So somebody could have ended something before it even began. Like I said, it went into some type of chemistry, passion, Ace of Wands. But then, like, do I commit? Do I not commit? I don't think anyone's at rock bottom here because I'm not trying to. There is, but not at like. I'm not trying to read the consequences of karmic situations. I'm trying to read like the spirituals and what's best for us. So I guess spend a lot of time with your family, have fun, bring up memories of elders or anybody who's like passed away. And just know, some of you, there is somebody that's definitely guiding you. So you might feel this heaviness. I'm waiting for this heaviness to get off my shoulders. I don't even understand what it is right now. It almost feels like the fucking void I experienced. I think it was like 2000 and I mean, I don't know. I was in that cycle for 4 or 5 years. I was like, the fuck? Kept me in that portal for that fucking long? It was at least 3-4 years. It was fucking wild. And I feel like I'm in a portal like that right now, but it's for protection. It's for safety reasons. But it's like, enough already. I want out. But I'm hearing like you got to stay a little longer. So that's not the news I wanted to hear. But it's apparently going to be the best decision that's clearly made for us. So there is somebody definitely guiding how something goes here, regardless of other people's energy. What shall we do with the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, please? Or again, like something you could have had and went away, burnt out, burdened, empty, exhausted. And you got feminine energy, nourishing, mothering, gentleness. But that's the Seven of Wands and Ace of Wands. That's like really nice energy. But it's like you're burnt out. Or somebody else is fucking burnt out here. Maybe the two of you are fucking burnt out. You chose a different path, but it's almost like there was some communication and stuff like that, and then it just fear kicked in. It's like as soon as something came in, it left. I really think this person more ghosted you, which I fucking hate these new modern words. Love bomb, stupid shit like that, because you got the Five of Pentacles there. And the Seven of Wands can speak of fear as well. But so maybe they're drowning. They're hitting rock bottom. And maybe somebody's choosing to do it by themselves. So it's like as soon as something comes in, it's taken. But maybe it was meant to be taken temporarily. Because to me, this is a good thing. But again, I do see somebody looking at like the negative side, but more like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I stop talking? Why did I let that go? Why did I yada yada? And you're just in this fucking, you're wrapped in fucking, I feel like we're fucking wrapped in freaking plastic wrap. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Best thing for this King of Cups right now, please. To me, it'd probably have a fucking conversation, speak the truth, explain something. And others, it's so karmic that it's just the consequences of what's gone down in the past. Yeah, so be careful, arrogant, rash, insincere, envy, resentful, disconnect, competitive energy. Interesting. One more for the King of Cups, Ace of Swords. Psychopath, abusive, unpredictable, karmic, third party. I don't think this person learned from this, though. So again, this is somebody you could be thinking and like hoping they're coming around, but it's like it's too karmic. Wipe it off, write it down. There's still exes. There's still some people where I'm like, do I reach out? Will it come back around? This and that. Like, I think as a human, we just do that. So it could be one of those, like, go deeper in the sense like you don't actually want this person in your life. I don't know where this fear is coming from unless it's Capricorn. Tell me about the Page of Swords here. Princess of Swords. It's almost like something comes to light over here. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, successful. You know somebody doesn't belong in your life. But I don't think this energy is affecting you like that. Like this is how what the reading is kind of saying. But yeah, again, like rumors, jealousy, gossip. But I'm telling you, it's like well, I'm not going to get that thought back. They just took it straight away from me. They just snatched that thought. So apparently Spirit didn't want something to come out. So moving on. What should we be doing with this devil energy? Blood ties, inner circle, possibilities, following your dreams, making up your mind, believing in yourself. So this is you when you come out of some type of energy. And again, we have Neptune at play here for sure. So if this hasn't happened through dreams or something that just kind of like not even weighs on you, for some things will weigh on you, but like what I'm experiencing, you know, I share with you guys because the majority of you're dealing with this or you're about to, or you're like, oh, that's weird. Why did I have that dream? And I did have to get pulled to my mother-in-law over here to really continue to kind of see something and then put the puzzles together with me asking questions and so there's some type of release here for you, and it's just, but that's why I was looking where it's like not yet. You're still in that blue bubble. So be patient. It's tough, whatever this is. Like if you're trying to make up your mind with something, do it, make it up. Don't do it because you think it's going to fail or you think it's just, you're going to be left out if you don't make this decision. Like that's not smart decision making. Don't try to play out the fucking future. Be present. I think that's like the best advice I can give you in regards to this. Because if you try to play out the future and see how something goes, you're holding yourself back. I'm surprised the Four of Pentacles didn't even come out here, or the Four of Cups. Tell me what should we do with this Seven of Wands? Seven of Wands. Stagnant, stuck, dead end. Cutting ties, standing up for yourself. So you are, when you come out of this energy, I think you're going to have some type of awakening when we're let out of this energy. I don't think this is us in meditation mode and we're stuck. Like, no, we're purposely stuck in some type of energy right now for, I don't know, dear Lord, how much fucking longer. But maybe until you learn to like, not learn to recharge, but breathe, let go, clear your mind. It's like, it's in like a mind fuck right now. And it's not because of somebody else. It's just, you have no clarity. Like you don't even you have clarity, but you just don't know how to even get out of this right this second. Because Spirit's not letting you until maybe there's a few more activations or something clicks. So I think by writing down the things that have hurt you in the past, and then I want to release these if they're holding me back, and I'm not aware they're holding me back, but you made it so I am aware that this energy could be holding me back a little bit, because it's almost like cleaning out the heart chakra or the sacral chakra. It's like cleaning it out for new beginnings. And Spirit is definitely cutting you off from something as well right now that's right around the corner. I don't think that, like sometimes I even told my doctor yesterday, like my blood pressure is all over the place and I've had these vitamin B12 injections for 5 weeks and I was going to get one more and I'm like, I can't do it. And she's out for the week, and the doctor on call was like, I think you should go to the emergency room or urgent care and get blood work. I guess I don't have it in me. It's almost like, I don't know if I feel, I'm almost like questioning, like, am I depressed? Like, what the fuck is happening to me? Because I feel like some days I'm just fucking lethargic. Like, I can't catch up. I can't recharge. I can't clear my mind. I want to clear my mind, but it would make sense that our mind is just like, it's not ready to connect yet to what this is. I don't know if you need a few more weeks. Fucking hope not. But I think you might. Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, am I depressed? Like, all I want to do is lay in bed because I'm fucking tired. And that doctor's like, well, it's not usually side effects like that with B12 injections. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't do good with injections. I had a complete, my body rejected the hip injection. And I told them I don't do good with them. But in order to like bypass certain stuff and have certain surgery, I had to. And I experienced the worst of complications with that. And I do think it's the B12. And I have been taking my headache medicine for migraines, but I don't think it's really working. Well, it's working in the sense like it's not so bad. Like I only have to take the backup once in a while. But I started that at the same time too. And I feel more confused. But I think it's because I'm in this fucking bubble. It's not I think, I know. It's fucking annoying. So just, ask Spirit when you burn this paper. Ask Spirit to, this is what I'm releasing. And also put in there, releasing anything that I'm not acknowledging right now. If you could, please. Like anything like that. Like you have to have a talk with your higher self here. And I know for a fact I have to release the letter thing because I can write. I'm a good fucking writer. In the sense of stories, memes, like it's just, I can go into so much depth. And everybody that I've come across, like, you should write a book. And I'm like, I think you're just being arrogant right now because you just, don't care to fucking read the messages. But there is depth in my messages. Like poetry, like I know I could go to the depth where people would be like drawn in, like holy shit, they'd probably be able to feel me. So I guess it would make sense that I have to release that because it does have to do with my heart chakra. But it's only when I think about it, and I haven't thought about it in a long time. So again, this particular Ophiuchus for you guys, it's all sorts of energies, and you're working with a lot of energies. But at the end of the day, please continue to be optimistic. Research things you like to research. Do things you like to do. Has anybody else actually feel yourself, like question yourself? Like, does it feel like depression? Like, I even said this to my doctor. And they're like, well, how's your everyday? I'm like, since I've been taking those B12 shots, I feel more, tired, nauseous, headaches. So, yeah, you guys are feeling depressed too? Yeah. I mean, I do know it's in this bubble we're in, and it's like, we're almost out of it, guys. But I think it's some type of awakening for us in the sense of the oddest things might come to our mind that needs to be cleared. Because I'm like literally questioning myself. Is this depression? Like, what the fuck is this? But it's not depression, guys. You're going to fight through this. So, like, for instance, maybe I should go back into, like, Dallas and start reading my paperwork all over again. That type of stuff. And then that could lead you to look up one more thing and, shit like that. So it is a challenge here. But it doesn't have to do with another person. It was your own personal experiences. So I think a lot of people are going to be in this energy, and that is not like the best energy. So I know I'm hibernating, and it's like, oh, can I get out of hermit mode, please? But it's like, no, my child. You're still in the cave. You're still in hermit mode. You're still surrounded in a blue bubble. We got you. Got a little more to do. But it's like, the fuck? Can I come out of the cave? I'm ready to come out of the cave. And they're like, no, not yet. So close. You know? So let's get into the Taurus full moon. This is going to bring things in. You're going to be like, huh? What? But if it wasn't for this reading, I wouldn't have discovered that I had to work on that letter until Mia brought it up. And that's the truth. And that's why I tell the truth. That's why I'm authentic. You know, it's who I am. And that's how we all learn. I got no problem telling you my personal shit. I've been doing that since I started. It's not about the fucking cards. It's the vibes, the energies we're going to be working with. That's the type of reader you guys need. I can channel those energies too. Because we have to do that ourselves. It's not just you guys. And half the time I tell you to do this or do that, I don't fucking do it. So, U-N-I-C-Y. No, U-N-I-C-Y. I know it's unity. U-N-I-C-Y. I don't know what that stands for. But U-N-I-C-Y. That's a unity. U-N-I-C-Y. That's who we are. Alright, 133. Oh, so he got real fucking chatty. Like, I loved reggae music, guys. And all of a sudden, like, I feel like for years, like, I haven't listened to reggae music. And it's like, why? Like, when I'm in certain cars and they're playing country music, and I like country music, but I'm like, I have to turn it off because I feel like I'm going to cry. And then it's like, I don't want even music on with my own vibration right now because my own vibration is out of fucking whack. And this is happening to a lot of us. I see energy going this way, like all of us walking right through each other, like we're just going right like through each other, like walking. As if you're not even there. As if you don't even realize it's like zombie walking, not even realizing you're walking through people. So you're in a deep fucking channel right now. Good morning.
It was so scary that it's gonna get out. I just spilled water like all over my rug and stuff, and I didn't pick it up. It wasn't that much, I guess.
Yeah.
And all over my lunchbox. But
yeah.
I have lunch in there, so I'm not unpacking.
Megan said hi, Mia.
Hi, Sheldon. Hi, Moses. Who?
Megan.
Hello. I seen that, whatever his face is, like, they got married. But I saw that you saw it on Facebook.
What?
I saw it. They post, whatever his name is.
Matt? Yeah.
Yes, that they got married.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get married. They got engaged.
I mean. I saw you like this. I already saw you saw it.
Yeah.
Aren't they, like, old?
Huh?
Aren't they, like, old?
Aren't they old? No, they're in their 30s.
Matt and her are not in their 30s.
Yeah, they are. They're mixed age.
40s.
No, 30s. Matt and Rach and Nick used to all play around. They grew up together. They're all in their 30s.
They're, like, way older.
Okay, well,
Which
that's
is not
the
nice,
best compliment.
They do. They don't look
Well, they look
late
older
30s.
than their age. You know,
Late
I look
30s.
younger for my age. I'd rather look younger for my age than
Yeah,
older.
you look
but-
like you're in your 30s.
So I'm just...
Early 40. Like Al, the guy that works with me, he's like 60 something. He looks like he's like 40.
It's great.
And he only eats like meat. He like works out every day. You know, he eats like a pint of ice cream every night. More than a pint. He eats like almost a gallon of ice cream a night. I'm serious. He told me
It's
that.
like my mochi addiction. I eat a bar of fucking white chocolate a day. It's not the best. That's my new thing, guys. White chocolate.
Oh, Marilyn
couple
was
weeks
trying
ago,
to get rid of those Lindt chocolates.
She is.
She was trying to, and like I wasn't there. She said just throw them away, and Bob said, "Well, no, I'll pay for them and give them away to kids." So I don't know if they were free or not. So I had paid for them. They were behind the counter, but I don't know if they were free. So I paid for yours.
What? I'll try to get to the store and get myself
If they
some
were
more.
free, I would take all of them free.
Oh, he's working today. I said, "What are you doing with that white chocolate?"
Marilyn?
No, the guy. I said,
I already said something about. He's like, I'm paying. He's like, I'll pay for all of them and give them away to the kids. I'm like, but I don't want him to pay for mine. They're 99 cents each.
"How many are left?"
Like 20 something. They're mixed with like the blue, which I'm guessing I think is dark chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's not 20 like white chocolate. Max, what you doing?
He's sitting under the
I'm
warmer.
scared he's gonna catch on fire, bro.
He's not gonna catch on fire.
Yeah.
I just got that Mr. O'Malley look.
What are you
Mr.
talking about,
O'Malley. O'Malley the
O'Malley?
alley cat. The Aristocats.
I thought you were talking about Molly from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
I'm gonna get going. Are you hopping? You hopping? Do 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 do. Do you think he likes this or is he scared?
Doesn't seem like yeah, he's just trying to follow me for a second.
No, he's not.
No, I guess not.
You get time with me. You can want to go. Oh, come here. My mean. Give me kisses. Give me. It's a good boy. I'm going. Come on. You don't come to work? You come to work with me? Imagine you could come to work with me. I wish the bird could come to work with me, Mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. We could take him. What time is it? Morning, Dennis. We could kiss you first.
Love you. I'll give you one more.
One more. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your breath smells weird. It smells like alcohol for a second.
Like alcohol?
Oh no, it smells like your vape. It smells fruity.
It is fruity.
From what?
I don't know.
What are you drinking?
That was
A
coffee.
smoothie? Oh, why is there like brown on the sides?
Cinnamon.
Oh.
Cinnamon.
It looked like a smoothie. It looked thick.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the
I don't know why I
Taurus.
said alcohol. It tasted
Taurus
like
full moon.
weird smells.
What smells? My breath?
Spray or something maybe.
The baby? I didn't brush my teeth this morning.
Ew, wasn't a bad smell.
Well, I didn't get up and function yet. I just humped on YouTube. I jumped on YouTube. I did that the other morning too by accident. I brushed my teeth after YouTube. I'm like, oh, it's weird.
That's the thing.
Maybe that's why my coffee tastes different.
And I have my gum in when I get to work. Don't forget. But I did brush my teeth.
Well, that's great news.
Okay, love you.
Love you more.
Alright, give me a kiss.
Okay, stop making them go wild.
Kisses.
I love you.
I feel like you can't breathe when I do that.
He's like, wait, where are you going?
And you were running away from me. I'm just gonna go now.
Okay.
I can offer like 5-10 minutes before going.
Okay. Let me know as soon as you get to work.
Love you. Love you.
Love you more.
I'm getting out. Love you.
Love you, love you.
Love you.
Love you, love you. Okay. Mia said bye. Bye, YouTube, bye. Yeah, it's usually the first thing I do. Shit, I didn't take anything out for dinner. Guess I'll be going to the store. Are you really gonna sit on my hand? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. All right, so 140. Let's just do 141. For the full moon in Taurus. And I was sitting with peanut butter the other day, and it's going to my plants, and I'm like, no, and he's whipping around, and I'm just like, it's like I know he belongs with me, but it's like, fuck, like he should be free, but he can't be. And I'm just so fucking torn, guys, and spirits. Like, no, he belongs with you. And it's just, I don't know why I'm so fucking torn. Because it's like, okay, so this might have something, this Taurus full moon might have something to do with animals. Because when I was looking at him, I'm like, I love you. I'm your mama. Hi. Came right to me, huh? I love you. Huh? Because I'm your mama. Yeah. But like, I remember saying to my first dog, Roxy the boxer, she's my favorite. And she's sitting right over there. She's the cutest. But I used to promise all the time, like, I'm going to buy a house for you, Roxy. You're going to be able to run around. You're going to be able to be free. And when she died, I didn't keep my promise. So this is the Beaver full moon and a super moon on top of it. So, and let's not forget, you're going to be working with Ophiuchus, 13th zodiac as well, which is a mix of Scorpio and Sag. So, and you're working with Venus, Taurus, you're in Mercury as well. So, I don't think this is about making a promise. And I don't think I made a promise to him last night, but I did. I forget what I said, but I mean, I feel like, is he even happy? He watches the poor birds outside. It's just, I'm so fucking like torn over it. But I must have said something to him yesterday because I was trying to do so many things, and he's like jumping on my shoulder, jumping on the computer, jumping on my toes. Like, he just needs attention, right? He doesn't have anybody else. And I just think of like all the room where he could be like flying around and having other birds, but I know Spirit's telling me no, so it's really bugging me. So it's definitely something with animals with you guys, and it breaks my heart that I never fell through on that promise for Roxy. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So, Taurus full moon. Four Pentacles. Oh, cutie, little squirrel. It's like, but I want them all. What happens if I go put these two away? Maybe somebody else will take the other two. It's like a struggle bus. What do I do? Hangman. What do I do? They're both saying, what do you do? Full moon Taurus. And again, Taurus is, heightened emotions, impulsive behavior, sometimes dramatic events out of the blue. But it is security, it is grounding, it is going within. But again, we do have our weaknesses, and being stubborn is one of the most. But it really, with Venus, has to do with our wealth, income, material possessions, physical world we live in, that type of stuff. And also provides stability. So it's like admitting the emotional side of Scorp and Sag as well. It could be like a fucking roller coaster. So here it kind of looks like a little bit of stubbornness, but it's not. There's something emotional here, but it's also very Aquarius, like very logical, very intelligent, very just intelligent. It's like, so why are you holding back? Maybe it's like, man, I don't want to lose the other two. If I go take these in a tree, there's a good chance. But here's the thing. They hold a lot. They can hold up to like 7-10 acorns in their mouth. So this is somebody absolutely stalling. Maybe even overthinking. Not being practical. Too logical. Not enough emotion. Or somebody's like, no, I need to fill my piggy bank more before. Could it be all about, possessions, material, income? It's like, I don't feel secure enough to make this move. I don't feel secure enough like where my bank account's at. And somebody could be holding back, and you got the damn Tower. The fuck? Whoa. This is like... It's like almost like no moving forward until you let this shit go. And it feels nothing like the Ophiuchus read I just did. Like this is, you're straight up in Taurus, but yeah, you're embedded somewhere else. I don't know what this is for you guys. It's a lot. Like a dramatic shift. This could be a huge awakening for somebody here too. So this could be like, hold on for one more day. I know that there is change. So hold. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is heavy as fuck. One more, please. Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is saying a lot there, too. The Ten of Pentacles was the first card out with Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. That feels like the Ophiuchus energy. So it's like just going for something. But definitely holding yourself back. Could have a Tower moment. Like these two are talking about these three. Bunnies in this one. And the only ones that have animals, well, no, the Hangman has a spider, but bunnies in this one, squirrels in this one. I know that there is change. Sun, hold on for one more day. There's a major shift here. I wish it just didn't feel so heavy. Again, somebody really here could be really being like, I need to find my stability. I need to put more in my bank account. I need to feel like I accomplished more, lived my life more, traveled. Like it just kind of like that vibe. But then it's like the Ten of Pentacles is already there. You build upon the Ten of Pentacles. If you stop living in the moment. So, okay. So this is like Ophiuchus. Because it's like, it was the same area where I was like, you have to be in the present moment. Like, you can't be looking. This could be, again, like I see somebody in my future or whatnot. Do they feel the same way? Do they not? And finally, it's like, okay, like, I got to say something. I got to do something. I got to work on something. Again, this person could just be saying they're really busy. They're really weighed down. Lots going on. But it feels like a bank account transaction with this Ten of Pentacles, as if somebody just does not feel solid enough. Some of you could lose a job, some of you could gain inheritance, lose inheritance. I mean, it's a loss and a gain here, or you're just kind of holding yourself back. Okay, so say it's like us again, like we're holding ourselves back from something, but it's like spirit holding us back. But this is more like conscious energy of like, it's you're recognizing something within the unconscious energy is coming through, and you can feel it. But I don't think this is like a money crisis. I don't think this is about money necessarily. You could be getting a new job. Why? Why are you only pecking at the Ten of Wands? What is this for? Pentacles, please. The Moon. What is this? Hangman. Some of you are very old souls, very wise. The Hangman. Three of Wands. Oh, he's a cute little woodpecker. I keep having this woodpecker come at me. I gotta get some food for him. Ooh, the big bad wolf. Two of Swords, the Emperor. But again, like I said, it's too much focus on your future here. That it's like creating your own dilemma. So then it's like Seven of Wands again, right? So we don't want that. We don't want extra intensity to our daily life. But this is definitely also saying you do need to take control over something in your life right now, because you're pondering. Somebody is pondering instead of going after it. And somebody here might not like what you're about to go after. You definitely got some haters, some people around you that probably is not going to like your decision, but who gives a fuck? This is my life. You don't rule my life. Your opinions, your judgment should not rule your life. We come here as individuals. Parents can guide us, right? And again, like Four of Cups. So somebody feels like they missed an opportunity, or they're going to miss an opportunity with this Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands was in the previous read. Man, so somebody is getting a boatload of fucking energy drawn into them. Like they passed on a good opportunity. They didn't make the wisest choice. There's something they're not telling you, or it's just, again, we are dealing with Capricorn, the 10th house as well, guys, and Venus involves wealth as well, and money, and structure and business and all that. So somebody feels like they maybe can't provide for you yet. This seems to, but it's like they can, but like you build it. If you build it, they will come. And somebody here is like, no, I'm going to build it on my own and then seek out what I want. But it doesn't work that way. So something out of the blue within this transition, I just had 7-8 days. Actually, what was it? I wrote it down. It was, I didn't write it down on that one. I wrote it down. Those were the 7s. It was the 13th to the 19th. But really the 12th through the 19th, because you could see it visibly full as of yesterday. And it always goes a couple days before, so I'd say even like the 10th. And it peaks a couple days before in some people's chart and a couple days after. Energy-wise, it doesn't usually, because it's on the 15th, does not mean it peaks on the 15th for you. Sometimes it doesn't peak until a couple days later. For me, I think because of my chart, it peaks a couple days before. And this would make sense for a couple days. I've been having those dreams, but not thinking about them until today. So that Ophiuchus read was really helpful for us. That's for damn sure. So this to me is not you holding back. This is an emperor, a father figure, somebody who is an entrepreneur, somebody who is in charge, somebody who moves up in careers, or, it's that type of thing. And again, this could be like you want a different job, but you're not going after another job. But there is something here with the future. But this energy is not taking control. Or it looks like they might take control. But it's almost like this energy is going through shit just like you are. But somebody just wants to go through it alone. Or they go through it with you. But maybe their first thought was, I'm not ready. A lot of people tell themselves, I'm not ready. I'm not, but it's like if somebody's there and it feels good, you're always ready. You made the choice not to be ready. So yeah, some people do miss opportunities when they make that choice. And it is what it is. And I just said opportunist, so be careful. There's probably an opportunist out here too, but this is also telling me somebody wants to take, well, the ace isn't out here, but the 2 is as if it was already there. It's this 10 of Wands, please. A lot of water energies here too. You got the Fool. Love that little cricket. The Hermit in the deck holds that cricket in the jar. But this is exciting. It's like a new beginning. It's at the zeros are like the best energies because I was like, oh, there's no ace here. But the Fool is actually better than the ace. So again, it could just be like a sudden, like, I don't know. Somebody here is definitely like this emperor, this male energy, whatever this is. And it can be feminine, but I am feeling like a lot of masculine energy here. Okay, I love you. I hope you have a great day. But I'm loving this Fool energy because the vibration of a 0 is stronger than an ace. And this is something that you can go after. So it's like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And again, I don't really feel like this is you. I feel like it is a little bit, but like it's heavy masculine energy, like a projection. It's like, remember that time I walked into the store and I was like, holy fuck, I gotta get out of here. Could barely fucking breathe. So much fucking ego. It was just, oh my God. And it didn't even feel like in a bad way. It's just that they all stared at me. I'm like, I really felt like I couldn't breathe. I never felt so much masculine energy walking through a fucking door. I almost contemplated walking out, but I They just needed like 2 things. And they were all having a blast, talking, chatting. You know, the lake's right there. They all got boats. It wasn't like negative, but it was energy that I did not want to experience. Like, ho, 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 ho. Like this emperor, like, huff a puff, ha, ha, ha. You know, like, I'm not saying there's necessarily ego here, but there is some ego. But if you're the emperor and you have that ego, that seems more like anger, disruption. It feels like the weakness of Taurus. And it's kind of like guiding you to go deep. But somebody here, it's almost like, I refuse. And then again, Spirit's telling me that it's somebody else and it's on its way. And this person might already know you, vice versa. I'm not sure. But they're not getting the clarity that they need. But they know there's something there in the future. But yet they're not. They could be like, oh man, I think I missed an opportunity because I chose family, I chose work, I chose longevity, I chose, you know what I mean? Like, and it's now weighing on them. Like, fuck. Kind of wish I took that opportunity. Let's see what this 4 of Cups is going to do. What's this 4 of Cups going to do? Page of Wands, so they might communicate. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles. But I just see the 7 of Wands again, so I don't, 8 of Cups. With the World. Jesus. I feel like some people are going to be traveling the world here, but there's definitely an ending, but this feels more of a massive awakening, and it's exciting. You can't think about work. If there's somebody here and they're clingy, then obviously they gotta go. But this is like walking towards the 10 of Pentacles, if you ask me. It just needs to be the right decision. And for some reason, somebody is still hung up, but really thinking about, coming back around. Maybe they need to wrap something up before they come back around, or they feel like they need to wrap something up before they come back around, but this person needs to take action. And right now it's just kind of like, do. So to me, somebody here is not as stable as they think they are. Your stability is not where you're at. Your stability comes from within, your mindset, your power. How powerful is your mind? The decisions you're making. Why are we pondering on things? Why are we carrying this weight when you can literally just be honest and authentic and go after what it is the fuck you want to go after, regardless of whatever it is in regards to you, them. Is it too late? Is it not? I can still feel the energy, but I don't know how to feel it out. So it's like maybe somebody can't peg you and they're struggling because they want to peg you, but they can't peg you. You're not, there's no need for competitive energy here. And I don't even think this person realizes that they're being competitive. Maybe they want you to look at them as a man. Instead of, I wouldn't say a squirrel, but like the 4 of Pentacles, and just kind of hold them back. And I do feel like somebody is absolutely trying to weave their life together here, but it's almost like somebody passed, not a hard pass, but they passed on something for sure. Because of not feeling emotionally secure, financially secure. To me, I think this is financial security. Somebody struggling with their financial security. Did I make the right decision? I took a new job because it was more money, but are you happy? They might be. you might be, they might be, but this involves something personal when it comes to emotional security, authenticity, shedding of the skin of the snake. It's rise of the phoenix, but it's going to stay blurry until they take a chance, or it's going to stay blurry until you take a chance. There's a whole fucking world out there. So unfortunately, this goes both ways. For us spirituals, I think this is even more complicated for us with whatever read this is, because we're already in the energy of like, what the fuck? Never mind this energy. Like, we're still in our fucking bubble. We just want to get out of the portal. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Speed it up a little bit. But they can't speed that up. It will completely fuck up your entire life. You can come out of it, weighing like that because you pulled yourself out of it, or you can come out of it as the fool and go towards your future. Go towards your security. Like the Eight of Cups, everyone's like walking away, and it's so like cliche. Like it's like a breakup, this and that. I really choose to look at the Eight of Cups of walking to your Two of Cups. Your Ten of Cups. And if the Two of Cups is out here, you guys will have that Ten of Cups. But I'm not even seeing the Four of Wands. Again, like when it comes to like stability. Because somebody's brain is just like, why am I not doing this? I don't understand. I could be walking right towards the best career ever, or the best love of my life ever, or it's that type of energy. So I look at the Eight of Cups as moving forward, because you had 8 fucking cups of happiness, but there's 2 of them that just don't click. So the Eight of Cups is not a bad thing. You were kind of lucky to experience 8 cups full, to be quite honest with you, because not everybody does to that extent. And with the moons being surrounded here, this is depth, this and the moon over here, this for sure is, personal, beautiful. It really does feel like a rise of a phoenix. Like the way you come out is just on fucking fire. Time to go. Time to get started. And whatever that Two of Cups is for you does bring stability. Absolutely, hands down, will bring you security. As soon as you release and make a decision, be in the present moment, accept the energy you're going through. If you're questioning it, go after it. Say this is somebody, really trying to meditate on you or something, they can't peg it. It's like, this is somebody that will hold back until they can peg it. But it doesn't work that way. This is set up karmically, so you both go into the unknown. And this is where people get stuck in life. So, as of right now, I would just go in deep when it comes to yourself, what you want. You don't want to cause an uproar here. Because we're still in Scorpio season, so you don't want to take that roller coaster. And I haven't seen the Chariot come out, so that's positive. But this also comes with dramatic events, impulsive, out of the blue, heightened emotions. But it's like that one's like, what the fuck? Why do I keep getting pulled to this energy of something to do with the future? But it's still kind of like just letting it weigh on their shoulders versus talking about it or going towards it. Because that's actually where your security is. When you take action. And this is more about financial security, but it also brings emotional security. It's intertwined. It's beautiful. Attracted to each other. Maybe there's a partnership in the future, a business partnership, or you both bring in, equal money. Because somebody is struggling in the sense of like, I want to be financially secure before I bring somebody into my life. And that's not how it works. But in somebody's brain, they're thinking that's how it works. So Spirit's like, sit the fuck down. We're gonna guide you to how this works, even though your gut is already telling you this is how it works, but you're deciding to not do it. So Spirit is definitely like not laying them out, but sit the fuck down and wake up. What is going on? Acknowledge what's happening. Acknowledge yourself. Stop trying to pin something within someone. The only way to figure out what that is if you apply energy into it. I hope this works out for you guys. There is something here where it does look like it can, and especially if it's just in regards to you. It's very, very empowering energy. Watch out, watch out. Look out, look out. Yeah, moving on. Someone's not available. It's a waste of your time. Your partner may be physically or emotionally distant right now, but there is something going on. So again, it's that energy of holding back. But again, they could have something in their life that needs to be wrapped up. But this is also mental. It's like staying in a situation out of respect. No, you just don't fucking do it. And some people are raised that way, so it's hard to definitely break that one, you know. Or been together for like 20 years or this and that, like you just stay together, God forbid, you know, and it's like you moved on, but you have a whole new life, a whole new adventure waiting for you right here. But again, like somebody is just wasting their fucking time here and staying distant. But it's like, no, this is better than you think. So until somebody has this click, I feel like it's a projected masculine energy. It could be you and your masculine energy. Patience, couple more weeks, months. Those who wait could be dealing with the water sign, or you're just dealing with that emotion. What's the possible outcome with this 10 of Pentacles? So it ends up for some of you, like, you're going to get there. Guardian, the last one watches over you. That reminds me of the first read when I did Ophiuchus. Fate, something ending and something beginning. So something is definitely could be dealing with an earth sign, or this is just the energies you guys are experiencing right now. You know, emotional security right there, financial security, and things will get serious. And then date night. So, like I said, Spirit is basically making somebody sit the fuck down and wake up. Because you're never, with the moon being here, you don't get to know how the future rolls. Like, there's something clearly that is destined or fated in this situation. Destined, guarantee a probably work out. Fated, you know, you make your own choices, and this one already kind of pushed something away. But it wants to come back around. And it could be you guys, it could be business, it could be love. But it does look like, you know, there's a 2 of Cups around the corner. But it's this person's is trying to pin something on you, like locate you, meditate on you, like they're trying to find you, or they're, you know, but it's like, it is kind of that stubborn energy by the depiction of the card and the gorilla. But it's also saying they're already emotionally stable and stable enough to start something that seems way more exciting. But it's also, you know, they could be having a hard time keeping pinning you. And here it's not about that. It's about the feeling and kind of sitting with it, or it's a wake-up call. Like, what are you doing? You're with somebody that's not even in it for longevity. You're like seriously wasting your time with somebody over here. You tell yourself that's why I'm holding back and blah, 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 but you're not saying anything to this energy, but it's got to go. You got to start making smarter decisions here. So you're probably kind of like a one-of-a-kind type of situation because somebody is really kind of stuck in this situation right here. But it is something that is definitely going to roll back around. It's just a matter of, are you going to make this choice? Because the way you're looking at it right now is ass backwards. And if you're not looking at it, it will be brought to your attention. So that's how that's going to roll. I'm hearing congratulations. So something within this transit is a congratulations. Could be passing a test, passing an exam, I'm not sure. But I hope you choose to live your life, and I hope you choose to just feel each other, whether it comes to love or business, and let things just fall into place the way they're supposed to fall into place. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later, Gators. Love you, love you. Bye.